This team will only be able to take official action if a quorum is present. Ms. Reese, is there a quorum present? We do not have a quorum present. We need a majority of Go Team members in attendance to vote on the agenda items. Having a quorum protects the school by preventing a very small number of members from taking action on behalf of the entire school. We will proceed with today's discussion and information items. Action items will be tabled until a quorum is established. Okay. At this time, I'm going to go over the principal's report. So in our report today, I will be going over some school start update information, our current enrollment and leveling. We'll be talking briefly about the school strategic plan, giving the overview and our SMART goals, and then we'll look at last year's GMAS results. So as far as the school start update information is concerned, we've had a very good start to our year. We are at this point fully staffed besides an art teacher and a one-to-one paraprofessional. We are going to end leveling tomorrow, so we will have our final update as far as enrollment is concerned, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. So our projected enrollment was 335 students. We currently have 321 students enrolled, which gives us a difference of 14 students. So with that, the budget impact is approximately $21,000 from our general budget. So I have been receiving some updates from the district as it relates to the leveling, and then tomorrow is at the end of the day, they will take a look at our current enrollment and then allow me to make some decisions about the budget impact, how we will pay back what is owed to us, or if 14 students enroll tomorrow, then we will cut even. We will be where we need to be. So we worked on our strategic plan last year and talked a little bit about what our goals were and what our priorities were. Of course, our priority is always to increase proficiency in reading and in math. One of our priorities was to develop the values, our school values and our scholars, and we've been doing a lot of work towards that already this year. The continuous professional learning efforts to build capacity for our teachers, continue to support our ability to retain our teachers. We would like to do some work around engaging families, beginning with having a parent-teacher organization, and then increase communication between the home, the students, and schools. So we've had a big push for connecting our families to Dojo, and then working with our parent liaison for some additional ways that we can connect our families and communicate with them. And then our strategies around increasing proficiency in both math and reading are based on our implementation of foundations and the intervention block, along with some of the work that we're doing here on a daily basis within our POCs. As far as the integration or the development of our school values, we have been integrating that daily. I talk about it on the morning announcement. Teachers are talking about it with their students every day. So we're communicating that regularly. Our next steps are to begin to communicate those values to our families, to our community. we are definitely creating and maintaining a POC schedule and providing support through observations, feedback, and coaching for our teachers. And we are in the works. We had a meeting at the end of last year with our PTO organizer to begin the work of establishing that parent-teacher organization here at school, and we'll continue that work this year. And we, of course, will begin to send home our Tuesday folders with families so that they're able to have that as the paper documentation for communication with the school. And again, we put on here to encourage parents to join our digital communication platform, which is Dojo. Any questions? Yes, sir.
What's the difference between PTO?
It's just the title. It's the same organization.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put on my PTA hat. I was an executive officer for the state of Georgia PTA. PTA is a national organization. There's a structure to it from the local school all the way up to the national level, including Atlanta, Fulton, and state level support. And PTO are independent organizations just for the school.
Okay. So then ours is a PTA. Yeah. Any other questions? Thank you,
You're welcome.
Ms. Jacoby. So this is a look at our Georgia Milestones results. Most of you have already had a conversation about this already, but the top category is our ELA results, and the second category are our math results based on grade level. So, some notices from this data. What are some notices that you all have from this data?
Appears that the third graders who are 94th graders struggle with ELA. They're stronger in math. Fifth graders who are gone. Well, I want somebody with fourth graders who are 95th graders. They appear to be stronger in math. It seems like the math is just stronger in the building.
It is.
As a whole. I really can't see this far back, but
Yes, ma'am.
from what I do see, I see, like you have some people who are students, if they came back or not, who were strong in areas of this proficiency side, and good they see, good like.
Yeah, we do have a couple of exceeds in fourth grade in both ELA and in math.
But I can challenge is ELA literacy as a whole, and I think that's just the nation.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Any other notices? So as far as some glows are concerned, we were one of 9 schools in Atlanta Public Schools that actually made some growth in proficiency. We made growth in both ELA and in math. As mentioned earlier, we made more growth in math than we did in ELA, but we did make growth in both areas in proficiency. And then our grows is glaring, that we still have a significant amount of our students who are in the below performance area on the Georgia Milestone Assessment. So are there any other glows or grows that you all noticed? Some of those were mentioned that we are definitely stronger at this point. Our students are performing better in math at this point.
I do have a question. I know that you all are doing the district intervention at 30-minute block. I don't know if you were 30 or 45 minutes. Is there any data to compare, even though the literacy is low, how much that HMH actually impact students' growth in terms of closing gaps? Is there any data or triangulation of data in any, just to see the impact of HMH?
We don't have data in the form that correlates directly to how it has impacted these scores. We do have comparative data from the fall implementation last year, spring and winter, or winter and spring, excuse me. And we did see significant growth in proficiency, and more so even in closing that developing gap. So we had a lot of students who we moved from the below to the developing, and then some students who we were able to move from the developing to the proficient. Anything else? Are there any other questions about our overview for today? All right, well, at this time that the principal overview is completed, uh, would we be able to talk about any next steps, Ms. Jacoby?
So the next steps are gonna be, you're going to have to reach out to the whole team and
Correct.
find out what a good meeting day and time is, and get like everybody's response, so that you know that you'll be able to have that quorum. And once you decide on that, you still need to have that meeting by September 16th.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Well, at this time, we'll end our meeting for today, and then we will reconvene when we are able to have a quorum. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate your time.
Just one announcement, I don't know if you guys saw in the email that was sent out, facilities master plan